Hey everyone, it is Tanya. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you are new here. Today I'm back with another apartment renovation, and I am renovating 2A Jasmine Suites in the Spice District of San Myshuno. I was just in the mood to do another apartment. I am working on a bigger house build. It's not that big, but it's got a lot more rooms than an apartment, which I will hopefully have out sometime this week. But I had briefly touched on why there hasn't been as many videos in my last feed build, and I just wanted to say thank you to everyone for their support and their stories and stuff when it comes to dealing with shortages of medications. It's kind of a rough time, so thank you to everyone that showed support in that last video, and hopefully I will have more videos coming soon. But yeah, for today, I decided to decorate this apartment in sort of an Art Deco sort of style. It's a mixture of like Art Deco and some tropical vibes. I was seeing a lot of really beautiful leaves in Art Deco interiors, and so I wanted to combine those ideas and use a lot of what we have in the game to come up with like a fun, colorful Art Deco inspired apartment. So I really hope you will enjoy this one. If you do and you'd like to download it, it will be available in the Sims 4 gallery. You can find it under my EA ID, which is Gryphi, Gryphi. You can also find it under the hashtag Gryphi, and that information will also be in the description down below as well. So starting here in the living room, I ended up going with this couch from the Cottage Living pack. It was the perfect, like, tufted material I was seeing in a lot of reference pictures, and I did try a few different colors. We go with a beige, I try a pink, I try a blue. I'm pretty sure it ends up with the blue in the end, but I really wanted to use a lot of color in this space, and I think the colors that I used work together really well. We end up having greens, blues, and yellows for the most parts, but there is a little bit of pink as well, like a peachy pink as well as a dusty pink, and I think it goes together so nicely. This isn't a style I tend to decorate in very often, so it was really refreshing to do something a little different. So I am just trying to figure out what sort of textiles I want to have in here, what sort of rug, all of the different paintings, and I actually don't end up using this rug in the end in this room. I do use it somewhere else, but I end up using a rug from the Modern Luxe kit, which I haven't used that much, but I really liked the gold accents in it, as well as the pink swatches. You'll see that in a little bit here, and I also paired that with the bookcase from that same kit, the Modern Luxe kit, and then this glass table here is actually from the Decor to the Max kit. This is the table in the game that's most common, or not common, most closely looking like the coffee table I have in real life. Mine's a circle on the top, but it has very similar legs to this, so, or it's an oval, I should say. So I do really like this coffee table, and I ended up getting a side chair in here from the For Rent pack in this beautiful yellow tone. And then, of course, just getting a little table behind the couch because I didn't really want the couch to be hugging the wall. It made the room feel a little bit weird and empty. It didn't feel like anything had like an anchored spot. I think it looks a little weird when you just push everything up against the walls. So I thought it would be nice to put this table with some decor back here. And I got to use the giraffe lamp, which I really like, which is from Vintage Glamour. And I actually ended up using quite a bit from that pack because that is a very Art Deco inspired pack. Anyway, this is the rug I had mentioned. I should be changing the swatch here to the one that has a lot more pink and gold and orange in it. It is so pretty, and I was really glad that I decided to grab this one because it's just not one I use very often. I guess I don't use a lot of gold in interiors because I'm definitely somebody that likes silver better or like dark black metals, but I don't really like gold. So I tend to steer away from it in my builds, but it was really fun to experiment with that in this one. And of course, I got lots of plants, lots of things that looked more tropical or like palm trees I put everywhere. I also got a frame TV in this space. This house actually has 3 TVs, and all 3 of them are frame TVs just because they look a little bit more elevated. I don't think a TV itself is that attractive to look at, so I decided the frame TVs were a good idea to disguise them as artwork. And then I changed my mind about how I wanted to floor plan this part of the apartment where I have the bathroom and the bedrooms, because the bedrooms really felt awkward. So I decided to change the orientation there, and one of the bedrooms is where the bathroom was and vice versa. And then I am just painting the bathroom and the kitchen flooring. I put a really pretty marble tile in there. And then we're finishing up with a couple of paintings in the living room before we head into the entryway. I always like to have a mirror near the entry, near the front door. And so I ended up going with this full-length one from the Basement Treasures kit. I think this is such a gorgeous mirror, and it just felt like it matched everything else in this apartment with the gold. So I thought that that was a nice way to fill up the space. Also got some plants in here, a nice little table right by the front door for you to like throw your keys and stuff. I ended up putting like a bowl on there as well as I think some books, just like a couple of knickknacks. But I also have another place for you to hang up your keys because I really like that shelf that we got with the everyday clutter kit where you can hang up your keys and put your mail and all of that. So you have both options here. Of course, neither of them are functional because this is The Sims 4, but I thought that they both looked nice. Oh, I also got a really big plant here. This one is from the Paranormal Stuff Pack, and it's one of my favorites. I overuse this plant for sure, but it's so pretty, and it's definitely a statement piece, so I decided to put that there. And then, of course, getting a place to hang up your coats. This one is from Seasons, as is the umbrella rack, and then I just put a space for you to put your own photos if you take any in-game before we're moving into the kitchen. So in here, I knew off the bat that I wanted to use these tiles from the High School Years pack, because the high school in that pack is very Art Deco inspired, so I thought that some of the tiles and stuff would be perfect for this build. And then I paired them with this countertop and kitchen set that is from Vampires, this really beautiful green counter. I really love this. And then I'm just picking out appliances. I'm pretty sure, yeah, the sink and the sink and the fridge are from the Home Chef Hustle pack, and then the stovetop and the oven are both from Dream Home Decorator. I decided to put them separate and have like an island piece here, which I'm going to tuck a table into because I decided to not use the actual island counter and use a regular counter and then have a table on the other side of it. And I bring in more of that warm wood tone from the rest of the apartment using the table here because it was feeling a little bit cold in this space. I thought that this helped quite a bit. And I left in a lot of that process so you could see me fiddling around with it and figuring it out. I think it came out really cute. I was quite happy with this, and it left a lot of space for all of the chairs in this space. And of course, just bringing in the same curtains into the kitchen that I have in the rest of the apartment. These are from the Modern Luxe kit as well, and they're in every room. They are just so pretty. So I don't think they're in the bathroom. I think I put blinds in there. But I did have to raise up the ones on these smaller windows using the tool mod. I didn't want to raise up. So just playing around with that here. And then we're going to figure out the chairs to go at this table, which I end up using some really pretty green ones from the Dream Home Decorator pack. They match so nicely in here. There's a lot of greens in this apartment, primarily in the kitchen and the bathroom because of the tiles. And then I decided to go with this chandelier from the, Desert Luxe kit. Is that what that one's called? I think so. There weren't a lot of chandeliers that would fit the wall height. I believe this is a tall wall height apartment. And so it was really difficult to find anything that was more Art Deco, but I did find this one that I thought worked with the more tropical vibe we were trying to go for in here. I had a lot of wicker and rattan, and I thought that these would look nice in this kitchen space and warm it up a little bit as well. So I grabbed that, and we're getting some decorations in here, some baskets, a place to put your plates and stuff as they are drying, of course, some cutting boards. I believe I also end up getting a regular dishwasher in here as well, and a little rug for you to stand on while you are cooking at the stovetop. Got some appliances. So there is a microwave in here, a stand mixer. I get a coffee pot. I considered getting an espresso maker, but I really wish that you didn't need the grinder and the espresso machine to have that, because I didn't feel like I had enough space for all of that. And then, of course, just getting a plant on the counter and some pots and pans, as well as some aprons and a trash can, and that should be it for the kitchen. I really like how this room came out, though. I think I'm putting it in the thumbnail. I had this issue when I was decorating this apartment. Not that it's an issue, but as I was decorating, I was like, oh my gosh, this room is so pretty. This is definitely going to be the thumbnail. And then the next room I'd go to, I'd be like, no, this one's better. This is my favorite room. And then it kept happening. It happened for 3 of the rooms. Not all of them, but 3 of them. Because this is a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom apartment. And so at first I was like, the living room's perfect. And then I thought the kitchen was perfect. And then I thought the primary bedroom, which we are working on right now, was perfect. So those were the 3 that I just absolutely love how they came out. So I'm excited for you to see this room as well. There's nothing wrong with the bathroom and the secondary bedroom. I just didn't love them as much as I loved the rest of the house. So you'll see that come together. I decided to use these like wall molding pieces from Decor to the Max in here. And of course, this bed from High School Years, it's just perfect. And I loved the yellow bedside tables. The colors in here were just coming together beautifully. And I don't think I've ever used that fan that we got, I think for an anniversary update that has the plumb bob on it, but it fit beautifully in this room. It was like the exact fan I wanted. So quite excited about that. Got a little ottoman under the windows here, put some cushions there, and then of course decorating the bedside tables. And I should be getting a rug in here, and I don't think there's actually a dresser in here. I think I just put a side table And some of these mirrors, which are from the Vintage Glamour pack, they were absolutely perfect. Got some pampas grass in here and in one of the hallways, as I saw a lot of that in references. And it's just such a pretty thing to put in a corner. I really like stems like that. And yeah, getting I believe, a tray of makeup over here. I think I also get the jewelry box from the Crystal Creations pack. Still one of my favorite items. I can't get over it. That's also where that side table that I put it on top of is from. That one is so pretty. It's like an oversized console table, so that's what I used in there. And then we should be, heading on into the bathroom. Once again, using some stuff from high school years. This sink was perfect. I ended up using, I believe this shower is actually from For Rent. And then I just got like a base game toilet and some decorations in here. It's a pretty simple bathroom because it's quite small. It's a little longer than I typically do for bathrooms. I usually do a 2x3. This is a 2x4, but I thought it looked really nice, mostly because I love this tile and I love this sink. So I thought it was a really cute one. And then I just got all of your normal accessories and decorations you would put in here, like soap, toothpaste, toothbrush, toilet paper, plunger, all of that kind of stuff. I believe we get some sunflowers up above the toilet. I really like this little like linen closet piece I put in here as well. And I did think about changing the painting many times. I feel like we never have enough paintings in the game. That's something I would like to get if we're going to get more kits forever. Like, I want a painting kit. I want things that are like categories instead of like, oh, this is everything you need for this room. I'm like, can we just get a painting kit? Or can we just get this type, I don't know, a bed kit? There's a lot of the different things that would be nice to get in the game, but I'd be very curious what everyone else is looking forward to. Since a lot of us had speculated that this past week we were going to get a roadmap for the next quarter, and we didn't. So maybe this week we will. So once again, let's keep that conversation open on what you would like to see added to the game, because I'm always curious and I'm excited for some more content. Anyway, this is the little hallway space right off of the entryway. I turned this into an office area because I really didn't know what to do with it, and it felt like just wasted space. I had a lot of trouble with figuring out the floor plan in a way where I could still have 2 bedrooms and a bathroom without like a really awkward 1x1 hallway. So I decided to turn it into an office, and I thought that worked really nicely. There's a giant bookcase there, and then I'm going through and adding the fire alarm, our temperature controls, before finalizing our last bedroom. In here, it's pretty neutral with like touches of pink, and I am using the same leaf wallpaper that I used in the living room in a different swatch, and I also am using this really pretty bed from the Vintage Glamour pack because, of course, it fits the style, as do those table lamps, which are from the same pack. And these paintings above the bed are actually from Modern Luxe. I thought that they were really pretty, especially with the like sort of rose gold frames. So grabbed that, and then of course cluttering up the space. I'm not really sure who lives in this apartment. That could be up to you on who you think. But I think it came out really cute, and I'm really proud of this one. So definitely let me know if there are any other styles you would like to see. I'd like to switch it up a little bit and get some more unique builds on the channel. And with that, we're going to be heading on to screenshots. I really hope you enjoyed this build. If you did, make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. You can also subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more, and if you click that bell, it'll turn on notifications so you'll be notified when I upload. Thank you so very much for watching. Please enjoy those screenshots, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye, everyone.